Hey everybody, Ron from Back in the Fairway here with a little bit of a product, I guess you want to call it a review today. So before I get started, I want to thank everybody. Huge subscriber bump in the last couple of weeks, looking at just over 200 subscribers as of this video being shot. So thank you all for following along. Please share if you want to. I know it's kind of a weird and space channel, but again, based off of scheduling and life and everything like that, it gets a little crazy trying to do these videos for you. But I am continuing to try, and I will continue to build content, especially as I progress through the Going Pro series here. But anyway, I did want to bring up something that I picked up kind of by chance. It was a really, really great price on them at the time, so I went ahead and picked up something brand new for 2020 here. So let me start off with a couple of years ago, I found the Skechers V.3 Elite shoes, or Elite V.3 is what they call them. And really fell in love with the stability of them, the weight of them, the feel of them. But unfortunately, I play in the Seattle area, which during the, basically spring, fall, and winter is extremely wet. So soft spikes aren't the ideal situation for me. So what that led to was going through a couple of other, billion pairs of shoes, trying to find something really close to it that would allow me to play in the winter a little bit more. Not necessarily waterproof wise, they were great for that, but the traction on the bottom of them was just these little tiny nubs, and they work great again for dry ground, not so much for wet, muddy conditions. And since I'm playing a lot in wet, muddy conditions, I needed to find something new. So fast forwarding a bit, when I was trying on new shoes, I found these bad boys. These are the Skechers V.4 Honor Pro shoes. And as you can see, they are actually a spiked shoe on the bottom. And that is what I was looking for. So I took these out, ordered up a pair, and gave them a shot. And I have to say, comfort-wise, they are every bit as comfortable as the V3s. Now, in the V3 Elites, I wear the 10 wide, and thank goodness I went in and tried on a couple of pairs of this model before I went ahead and purchased them. Honestly, they are a 10.5 standard, the classic fit. And I think part of that is due to the fact that the base on these is a little more narrow. But as it comes out, you can almost, let me see if I can kind of get it in there. The base comes around, and then the toe section almost sticks out a tiny bit. So it's almost like it comes off of the base and then up and around the toe. And that's what they call their classic fit. And going up a half size, I didn't have the heel slip that I experience in a lot of golf shoes. And they had just immediately felt like a glove on my foot. So went ahead and ordered up a pair for myself, and I have to say, after taking them out for an 18-hole round, my feet had never felt better. It was one of those where it's, there's not a ton of tech built into these. It's still a lace system. It's not a BOA. The plate on the bottom is nothing fancy. It is a molded hard plastic instead of a soft, squishy one. Very stable. The spike system did exactly what it was supposed to do. And again, I love the look of this material on the front. It's kind of a woven material. It just gives a nice, classy look to them. They aren't cheap, though. They are $150 a pair. You can find them on sale right now at most places because I think they're getting ready to do a model year rollover. But again, I'll see what I can find and put it in the links down below to kind of get you guys the best deal I can find on them. Even the Skechers website is selling low on these, though. So again, the V4 Pro Honors is what this particular pair is. Absolutely fell in love with them. I don't want to say too much more other than that. When you go to pick up shoes, make sure you fit properly into the shoes. When I'm at the shop talking to people about shoes, they always put them on and go, oh, these fit great. And I tell them to walk about 10 steps and their heel starts to slip and they'll go, oh, that's okay, they'll break in. That shouldn't happen. If you put a shoe on, it should fit, especially in that heel area. It should be a deep heel if you have issues with sliding. That way your foot will sit all the way down into the shoe and it'll be comfortable. Make sure that is number one, most important. You can always get around with loosening laces a little bit or tightening laces a little bit for the width. But honestly, that heel slip is probably the, not make a joke out of it, the Achilles heel of most golf shoes. What it does is that your heel will rub against the back of the shoe back here. So right in the back here. And eventually you'll get that little blister on the back, which will then split and pull and get even worse throughout the round. If you feel any slippage in that heel area, avoid the shoe like the plague and find one that'll fit you better. And other than that, if you are a dry weather player, the soft spike systems that they have today are every bit as good as these guys here in dry conditions. The stability of the shoes is fantastic, but if you do get out and play in some mud and muck like I do quite often, definitely look at finding something that has just a little bit more grip to it. Again, they're not going to have a whole lot more grip, but in the areas where these are really sticking up, the nubs are about the same size as the standard ones that I have. So you can see there's not a huge difference, but spreading that over the entire spike here is going to dissipate a lot more moisture and everything like that and get you a little bit more traction in those muddy conditions. So if you're looking for a pair of golf shoes and you haven't given them a chance yet, Skechers has the Pro V.4 and the Pro V.4 Honors, as well as the Torque system in a little bit cheaper shoe. So if you're looking, I would highly recommend giving them a try on at the store. Otherwise, I will put some links down below. Most of the sites that I put down below will have a good return policy on them and won't hose you. But other than that, that is, like I said, great shoe, absolute fantastic pricing on it. Again, finding them on sale is huge. The street price on them was $150. You can definitely find them for under, $120, $110 now. So look around, find your size, get yourself a pair ordered, make sure it's somewhere where you can return them if they don't fit properly, if you do order online. And don't forget, more videos coming soon. Subscribe down below and don't forget to click the like button if you like equipment reviews. I'd love to do more of them. I just need to know that that's what you guys want to see. But yeah, anyway, the Skechers Pro V.4 Honor shoe definitely gets a thumbs up in my book. Definitely going in my my full-time playing bag, and I'll probably order up a couple more pairs before they're discontinued just to make sure I have them. But thanks again so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.